Hey fam, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kelly,
And I'm Huguette.
and today we are going to be talking about the freedom we feel when we're on the continent of Africa.
Yes.
Okay? So that's going to be our topic today. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, like I tell my wife all the time, we not YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? So we just trying to share the message with you guys, right?
Exactly. Yes. So anyway, freedom. Before we ever travel to any of the islands of the continent.
No, the African continent.
Before we, it's a strange day, y'all. Bear with us, okay?
Yeah,
and I know we can edit, but yes. But anyway, before we travel, we started, thinking about traveling to Africa. We really did a lot of research. We looked at a lot of YouTubers, and we thank all of you so much for giving us all the information, because it's really, really helpful. It's really helpful when you give good, honest information. And
keep up the good work, you YouTubers out there, because it helps.
Exactly. We're just here trying to share our experiences, so that if there's anybody else who's thinking about, coming to the continent or visiting, moving or visiting, that you have some information. So this is our goal, right? Just to share some information with you.
Honest information.
But like I was saying before, when we first started researching, we got a lot of information about people feeling free, talking about the freedom, and also health, how, they weren't feeling so healthy in the States or wherever they were coming from, and got to Africa and felt so much better. So here we are, where we've been to some of the countries in Africa, and we have our experience to share.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
So we'll start talking about freedom first. So,
well, for me, it's the freedom is so, what's the word I can say?
Profound.
You can almost
snatch it.
You can snatch
you
it
can touch
and
it.
cut it with a knife.
You can touch it.
That's how it feels for me.
Yes.
I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think on the back of my mind if somebody do something to me. Is it because they're doing it because of racism, or they doing it because of something? If they do something, it's because they're just they're just silly and they're a rude person.
Yes,
but it's not because the color of my skin or anything like that. And I mean, it's just it's hard to describe people. I'm telling you, but you can feel it.
You feel. Let me try to. For me, it feels like you're home, no matter where we've been, no matter what country on the continent that we've been to in Africa. When you get there, you feel free. First of all, for me, I'm from the islands. I'm from the island of St. Lucia. I've lived in the States ever since I was 12. But, that's where I was born, on the islands. So when I go to any of the African countries, I always feel that connection to home. The things that people do, the way they do what they do, reminds me a lot of how things were done on the island when I was a child, right? And the community, how everybody takes care of each other. For example, you back your car into a ditch. You don't have to think twice. There are going to be so many people coming to help you.
Yeah, I remember that. I was in St. Lucia. We were on vacation.
Exactly.
And I did back into a ditch, and all these guys came out to help me lift the car. We didn't know them.
They didn't know who we were.
Everybody came out and lifted the car and got me out of the ditch, and I'm like, whoa.
And then they go about their business. They don't stop looking for money or payment. It's the same way on the continent. If you cannot find somewhere, people stop what they're doing and they walk you to. When we were in the Gambia that time, my husband, he went a few blocks more than he should, to find our home. But he had a landmark, the hospital, the clinic.
Yeah, the clinic. Yes.
And he asked this guy, where's the clinic? And the guy walked him back to where the clinic. But when he got close to,
I recognized where I was.
And he told
that's because of the cataracts, of course. I couldn't see well.
Right.
But that's the type of thing they do. They're not going to tell you, oh, it's over there. You could go find it. Okay. No, they're going to walk you to it.
Or give you an ugly face, like, why you bothering me, or why you talking to me, And that's another thing too, I find, because I'm a very friendly person by nature. So I'll say, good morning, hi, I like your dress, I like your hair. To strangers, they look at you, in America, they look at you like, what do you want? What's up with that? Over there, it's like you get this big smile. It's like, thank you, And it's just so welcoming, and it gives you that freedom to be happy. It gives you that freedom to be you. It gives you the freedom to exhale and just enjoy life, you know?
It makes me want to be friendly because I don't think I'm that friendly.
No,
but
he's not. He's not very friendly.
I'm not that very friendly, but seeing that vibe and just seeing all the friendly faces and the smile on their faces and all that, it makes you want to be friendly. So, a lot of time I'll say hello now. I find myself saying hello and good morning, and good evening to the people. Before I just walk by like, hey.
Yeah, like everybody else. And even with the friendly faces and smiling faces, you say, sometimes people are not smiling. They're not friendly. They don't have a smile on their face because they're thinking about something that's going around their day. Yeah. I mean, people don't walk around smiling all the time. But if they, you can, sometimes you can see like they're thinking about something, they're about their business. And I say, good morning, or hi, or I like your, and then it's like, oh,
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, a lot of friendliness. And like I said, in that comes freedom. And like my husband said, you don't have to worry about being attacked or people coming to you and accusing you of something that you didn't do and it turning into something ugly it's just free. In Benin,
I don't have to worry with the cops,
Exactly.
The cop is on the corner and he got an M16 or whatever type of rifle. I don't have to worry about him. I walk right by him and say good morning. And he said good morning with a smile. I go about my business.
Exactly. You don't have to worry.
Or if we're in the beach in the middle of the night, if somebody come up or even the cop come up, he's not going to harass us because we're on the beach.
Exactly.
He's going to say good night and he go about his business. Exactly. He's not going to ask us why we're on the beach or, the beach is closed.
Exactly. The beach is closed, especially in Benin. We used to walk. We usually walk on the beach almost every day. Yeah. And sometimes, it gets late and we're still out there just watching the waves or what have you. Yeah. And we don't worry. You don't worry about somebody coming up to you and doing something. And that, like I said, that's our experience. Yeah. Some people may say, I don't know. But Benin is very safe. And from all the videos that we've seen before, we've heard that it is and we've proven that it is. Like I say, I have trust issues, y'all. So I don't believe everything I hear. Okay, I believe only some of even what I see. And so yes, but so for our experience, it's been very, very safe.
Very safe.
On the other countries that we've been to, it's been safe too. I know the Gambia's had some issues, about people being greedy and hurting people because they're being greedy. But the average person it's safe there for if you deal with the average person and
Absolutely. I remember we were out in the Gambia the day before we left, they had a bazaar across and it was like 12 a.m. in the morning. We were out there walking and it was dark. We needed our phone for flashlight.
Exactly.
And nobody bothers you.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool.
Exactly.
But they do have some shysters there. But I'll tell you about that later.
But you know what? With the shysters, if you keep your head on swivel, you keep your mind, act like you're in the States. If you're on the States, there's certain things that you would not do as far as letting your guard down. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing over there. Yeah. Don't let your guard down. You'll be just fine.
But Benin is another story.
Oh, yes.
Benin is another story.
Yes.
I'm a little biased towards Benin.
Very biased.
Yeah, very biased towards Benin. Benin is so far.
You can go anywhere at any time. You don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, absolutely. And the health too. I noticed when you're on the continent, your health changes. I used to hear people say that. I'm like,
yes,
it's true.
Yes,
it's true.
I've proven it. It is. Our health has improved being there, and it might be because there's fresh air. All the pollutants are not there. Also, we walk a lot. We walk more than we do here because it's safe to walk.
It's safe to walk,
and it's accessible. You have sidewalks everywhere. It's not like most places in the U.S. There are places that you can walk, but you have to go to those places. It's not part of your lifestyle. In Benin, it can be your lifestyle if you want to. Like we chose not to have a car, not to rent a car. We could, but we chose not to. When we needed to go someplace where we needed a car, we have our driver that takes us where we need to go.
Absolutely.
But for the most part, we walk. We walk as much as we can. So that improves your health for sure. And the food, of course, is fresh. The food, of course, is fresh.
No processed food. We don't eat anything processed.
But there are processed food available. If you want it, it's there for you in the grocery store. But we usually shop at the market. And so, food is fresh and stuff. So, we find that it's not an issue. It's not an issue. I found actually, since we've been here, we were back in the States for a few months. I'm heading back to the continent in a little while. but I found that I feel different when I eat, and I'm very careful what I eat here as well. But even with that, I find that my food is not being digested the way it used to. My stomach doesn't feel like it does when I'm on the continent.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because on the continent, I went from 185 to 170 when I got here. When we got here, I dropped 15 pounds without even trying.
Yeah, just
living. Living.
And I'm not going to say how much I have lost, but I have lost as well.
Just living, you know?
Yeah. And also, too, I think what helps, because I kept thinking, okay, so what's the difference? What's the difference with the food and stuff? Also, too, some things are in America, everything you want to put in your mouth is readily available. So you name it, you want it, go get it. On the continent, it's there, but it's not everywhere. So you have to go for example, I'm a chocoholic. I admit it. I eat a lot of chocolate. If you're wondering, what does that mean? I love chocolate. It helps me just stay calm, and it's good for me. And in Benin, I had to actually find, now don't get me wrong, you can find chocolate, the regular chocolate in the stores, but good quality, high quality chocolate, I had to go find it.
You had to go search it out.
For it. And there was a lovely chocolate store we found. Fancy something. Very nice lady. I'll talk about her another time. Actually, it was her daughter's store. She was, working there. Very, very nice lady. Because we went into for chocolate, we started talking. She walked us out, took us back to our transportation, made sure that the guy did not overcharge us.
And knew where we were going to take us because she spoke the language,
Exactly.
And, he didn't really speak English. And she made sure to tell him to take us there and make sure don't charge us while we were in there waiting, getting the chocolate.
She said, make sure you turn off the meter while they're waiting. And which he already did. Because like I said, I find that they're very honest.
Very
honest.
Very
honest. I'm not saying everybody is. We just have not found anyone that is not honest.
Absolutely.
Did we find anyone that's not honest?
Not in Benin.
No, we haven't.
In Benin.
But we're not saying that they're none. I'm sure maybe.
Absolutely. But we, in what I experienced, we didn't find no dishonest.
And we've been there for 3 months.
3 months. And not 3 months, we didn't run into no dishonest that try to rip us off.
And we were out a lot because we did a lot of research. We were trying to figure if we want to buy land. So we spoke to people about land. We went out to see land. We went to different parts of the country. Benin is huge, y'all. It's huge. Yeah. We went to different parts of the country just to see if we like the vibe. And we really did some good research, to see if that's where we want to, put down some roots.
I love Benin.
I do too.
I love Benin.
But that's not causing us to be biased. We're giving you real facts. Okay, and we were there for only 3 months. So we did a lot of research.
We did a lot of research. Yeah. It was good. Good.
So if you're thinking that you're thinking of visiting or you're thinking of making a move, know that there are some really serious benefits of being on the continent.
Yeah. But like I say again, I won't sound like a broken record, but I used to watch a lot of people that speak. They spoke about this, how healthy and how they felt being on the continent. I'm like, okay. But it's true.
Yeah.
It is true.
It is true.
It's really Absolutely. So what else you want to hit on?
That's it for right now. I think we're going to wrap it up.
All right, people. All right, good people out there. Don't forget, again, if you want to do something, go out there and do it. Don't wait for tomorrow. Life is short.
You never know what's around the corner.
Okay? That's why my wife and I, we like, hey, we back in the U.S. right now for a little bit. But
visiting family and
friends. But after that, we going again, man.
Yes.
It's a little too stressful here. You got to worry about this and worry about that.
And the cost of living is ridiculous.
Ooh, let's not talk about that.
And we'll talk about... Did we talk about cost of living yet?
In Benin?
Actually, there are lots of videos on cost of living, so we're not going to do that. What you see, what they say,
it's true. You can live if you only got $500 from the U.S. You can live off of that in Benin.
Yeah,
you can. You just gonna have to find a place. If you got $1,000, you can live whatever your budget is.
Whatever your budget is, you can do. I told my family, and I like that. Maybe I'm weird for that, but I do like that. You live with what you have. So let's say, for example, your budget is $1,000. This is all $1,000 US. This is what you have. Okay, you can decide and that's high. Let's say it's $600 US. Okay, you can decide this is my budget. I need to find a place within that budget. I need to have my food within that budget. Everything, my entertainment, my transportation, everything. You can do it.
Yes,
if you decide your budget is $1,000, you can live within that budget as well.
Absolutely.
We while we were in Benin, our budget was about $1,200 US.
Yeah.
But we could have done $1,000 if we wanted to.
Absolutely.
We would have to live in a different neighborhood.
Yeah.
The housing
would have been a little different.
That's the only thing that would have been different because the food is the same. Everything else is the same. Transportation, everything else.
But the housing is housing a little more.
So you decide what is comfortable for you. And you might decide that, you want to live in this, and then you decide, you know what, okay, I got the lay of the land. I want to do less with housing, or I want to do more with housing. You have that flexibility. The wonderful freedom that we didn't even mention is the freedom from the bills.
Yeah.
The freedom from the bills.
We hold that. That might be another video. We have to talk to you guys about that in another video. What do you think? Okay. All right, fam. Well, you guys take care. All right. Till next time.
Until next time.
Bye-bye.